Whoops. I guess it helps if I put the camera in a way. What the heck? Oh no. Always learning. Let's see. Is that gonna work? All right. Now that I've figured out how to set up the camera, I feel like every time I'm learning something about how to set up the camera. So thanks for your patience. Here we are back again at Practice Makes Purpose. I'm Andy Swindler, and the whole point of this is to simply practice. Really anything. I'm mostly practicing around drums as I'm reintroducing those to my life. And just the idea of embodiment. Whatever your practice is, bringing it deeply into your full body expression, full body feeling. And that's the deepest expression we know as human beings. So I've been thinking about a beat. I started playing drums in the 6th grade. I had played piano for a few years, and I played snare drum in school band for 2 years. And if you want to get into drumming, I actually would highly recommend just starting with one drum, or even just a practice pad, or even just a pillow. A pillow is fun because it's it's not actually maybe not that much fun, but it's good because it has no bounce. Okay, so one of the principal components of playing a drum with a head is the bounce, and that's how you get a roll. So that's just one hit, but then a bounce. Like a controlled bounce is actually how eventually you create a roll. And there's something called open to close roll. So a close roll is when it's like really tight, and that's the snare roll you hear most of the time. And then an open roll is a lot more like this. Each time I was letting the stick bounce, I would hit it once and then let it bounce once, so 2 hits total on each side of the roll. So then when it was open, it was like, and closed is. I don't remember why I started telling you about rolls. I guess just that I started, and it wasn't until the 8th grade. I actually lived in Salt Lake City for a year. My dad was a philosophy professor who was on sabbatical. I was at a much bigger school, and I got to play the drum set. I even surprised my parents. It's funny, I didn't tell them until the concert, and they saw me playing drum set. And then thankfully, I'm so grateful to have parents that their reaction was, oh, we got to get that kid a drum set. And that was not this set. This is the second drum set I've ever owned. I got this one later in high school. There's a story about that, maybe I'll tell you another time. Other than school band and marching band and things like that, I didn't really take drum lessons. I took piano lessons for 10 years, but I didn't really take drum lessons, with one exception. I took this from this guy named Kelly King in Columbia, Missouri, for just a few months. And it was really nice to actually have a little bit more formal training. And the last thing I did with him was to work on a beat that required total independence of the limbs. Meaning, a lot of times in drumming, you might actually be playing the same thing with 2 different limbs, so your brain doesn't have to fully separate into 4 different modes. So like an example would be like a really basic 2/4 beat. 2/4 meaning what is the snare drum doing? And so in this case, that case, my left foot is actually not doing anything because I'm not really activating the hi-hat. And the other limbs are, they're technically doing different things, but it's so well coordinated, it's not really that challenging. Literally just alternating between bass and snare, and then the hi-hat is hitting every beat. It's literally the most basic rock drumming pattern there is. So the one we learned, which I think maybe, I'd have to look it up. Maybe it was a samba, or maybe salsa, but I'm feeling maybe it was like a samba. And the whole, so this is really truly doing something different in all four limbs, which we'll see how long I can do it because it's rather taxing and I'm still somewhat out of practice. So we start here. I never got to the point where I could really incorporate that into other things. Let me try to break that down a little bit. I even actually wasn't doing it right initially because I was just doing the snare on 2, but it's really like it's screwy. Like the snare is actually on the 1 and, so it's like 1, 2. So doing it on the 2 would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's like dun 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 dun. And then the ride, it really matches up with the ride in that way. It's kind of playing off that. The ride is doing like hi-hat, then that's pretty funky what the ride and snare are doing, so then the bass and hi-hat actually kind of bring it more like down to the beat, so it's like well, so when I mentioned I played just one drum for 2 years, I mean, that's how you practice. That's how you learn. I mean, I spent months just learning rudiments and just practicing them over and over and over again. And so, you know, if I were to really, really try to internalize this beat and try to bring it into other things, I would just keep doing it over and over until I brought it really deep, deep down in. Because what happens is, when I play this, the snare keeps wanting to come back to the 2 and 4 because I've played so much rock music. Like that's the rock blues beat, right? It's just, you know, well, blues is a little different, like a shuffle, but that 2/4 pattern is it is in so much of our music. It's in so much of what I played, and so the snare on that funky like 1.5 beat it's like. It always wants to creep back. That's, I think, the thing I lose the first. That I lose first is the snare wanting to like creep back in. actually this is going to be tricky, like to just try to do different pieces of it, because I'm used to doing it all together, right? So can I just do like without the ride? Because the ride actually makes it easier to hit that weird snare beat. So let's see if I can do this. Really tricky, you know. So it's funny. So I think even even my hands are they're still a little intertwined in that particular beat. So it's like. defunked myself. I don't know if you noticed that. My stick, part of my stick broke off, but it didn't completely break in half, so I'll keep using it. I don't know how much this matters to anybody out there, but I have always loved 5A sticks with nylon tips. I like the way nylon sounds on cymbals. That is a Zildjian A custom 22-inch ping ride. Long time ago, when I was in high school, I very carefully chose all of these. Although, in fairness, I actually ordered that one from a catalog. The crash cymbals I chose by sound. This 16-inch Zildjian A crash, I think, is the best crash cymbal on the planet. Anyway, I'll get into more of the mechanics and the drums and stuff later. Thanks for joining. Until next time, remember, practice makes purpose.